Getting bored of the quarantine? Frustrated you can't get to supermarkets? Relentlessly washing your hands and coronavirus news taking a dump on your phone? Forget about the PPE now. In fact, forget about all of it. It's time to relax. Grab a drink, FaceTime your friends and family, sit round for CapCaud's virtual pub quiz! What's up, guys, and welcome back to CapCaud's virtual pub quiz. The pub quiz you can do from the comfort of your own home. To you OG quizzes out there, welcome back. And to those of you that are new to our humble stream, welcome to you. And shortly I will tell you the format of the quiz after a few announcements. But first, let's get those royalty-free tunes piping into your ear. Let's get this back on. Oh yeah, beautiful. Again, this week I can hear those tunes in my earpiece here, so it's really continuing to be a professional outfit, guys. So the first thing we need to do is a shout out to an OG quizzer who is turning, I assume, 25 today. Happy birthday to Neil Stevenson. Let me get a quick... Happy birthday to you, Neil. Thank you for tuning in every week to the quiz, and we love you here, and everyone on the stream loves you. Happy birthday to you, Neil. Thank you very much for being such a die-hard watch of our humble quiz. So happy birthday to you, Neil. What else we got going on this week? This week is, I think, is the last time we're going to be in producer Sarah's living room, which is a shock, because next week we'll be in a new studio in my new gaff that I moved to this week. Had some issues with the internet connecting because we're on a temporary Wi-Fi at the minute. But next week this all should look a bit different, upsettingly. But that just means we're onwards and upwards. Another cheeky announcement about next week's quiz. Next week's quiz, I'm declaring it a fancy dress special. So tune in next week and you better be in your best fancy dress. What we're going to do is, I think we're going to try and raise a bit of money for some NHS charities. There's a quiz that runs during the week on YouTube. It's just called the Virtual Pub Quiz, and the guy on it gets loads more views than we do. And he runs a different quiz, a bit different to ours, but he's been raising a bit of money for the NHS with the people that have been doing his quiz. And I thought maybe, you know, since we've put together this lovely quiz community that watches and tunes in every week, that we should try and do something a bit good with it. So next week, come in fancy dress. Producer Sarah and I will be in fancy dress, and we're going to give maybe a pound each to an NHS charity. I'll set up a Just Giving page, and we'll all contribute to that and see how much we can raise. So make sure that you invite your friends and family to join in next week. There will be, obviously, extra quiz points available, because if there's one thing I love, it's giving out arbitrary quiz points for random things. So next week I will give a quiz point to the best singular costume. So the best costume of one person will get an extra quiz point for their team. Also an extra quiz point for best team costume. So I'm sure by now you guys have a regular group of people that you do the quiz with. Well, if you get a big group of people together on Zoom or on FaceTime or whatever, and you all come in fancy dress, the best group fancy dress will also get a quiz point. So there's loads of quiz points available for fancy dress next week. What else have I got to talk about? Yeah, that sounds good. Another thing I'd like to just kind of throw out there, I know some of the people that watch the stream regularly are quite musically inclined, talented musicians. If anyone wants to write a theme song for the quiz, I would love that. Personally, I would love that. I would give you love every week for that. Something to jazz it up a bit, because I'm getting a bit bored of the intro now. It's been, we're on week 7 now. Week 7 of the quiz, can you believe it? But week 7 of the quiz, going on to week 8, we're coming up on our... what's 100 is centenary, isn't it? So what's 10? Decenary. Our 10th stream in a couple of weeks' time. I'd like something jazzy for that. If you can do it, I'm not that musically inclined, so I can't. And the last thing we'll talk about before we start with the quiz format is we need to think about, when this lockdown comes to an end, what Glenn spoke about last week is a possible CapCaud's quiz meet up. Let's arrange a city and a venue, meet up and have a few drinks with everyone. That'd be great. I know we're all from around the country, but maybe there's a few of us that could still meet together. That'd be awesome. So if anyone has any ideas for like a venue or a place we can go, that'd be great. And let's organise something, because Lord knows we're going to need a drink together. Because maybe it'd be nice for you guys to have a bev with the people you've been spending every Saturday night with through the internet, including myself and producer Sarah. Right, we'll do those, producer Sarah. Do you think there's anything else we need to tell them? No? Alright guys, should we talk about the quiz? For those of you that are joining us again this week, there's no change from the norm. But for those of you who are new, this is the format of the quiz. So tonight you are going to need 3 things. 1, you're going to need a smart device, a laptop or a smart TV in order to stream the quiz questions read out by myself, the quiz master. Now congratulations, because if you're listening to me now, you've completed step 1, so good for you. Step 2 is you're going to need a different smart device. I advise a mobile phone or an iPad or maybe even another laptop in which you're going to answer the quiz questions. So at the start of the quiz, I will post a link in the YouTube live chat for this stream, which will take you to a Survey Planet survey where you can fill in your answers to the 30 questions of the quiz. Okay? So on that device, you're going to follow the same YouTube link you followed to get to the stream, but you're going to look in the live chat and click on that link when I post it in the live chat. So at the end of the quiz, or as the quiz is being read out, you will fill in that survey, Planet survey, with your answers, and then at the end you're going to click submit, and all those answers come to myself and producer Sarah so that we have an electronic copy of what you guys have been answering for the quiz. So that brings us on to the 3rd thing you will need, which is a piece of paper and a pen. So as well as doing the electronic version of the quiz, you are also going to make your own copy of your answers on a piece of paper. So write them out as you go along. Question 1, answer. Question 2, answer. Because you will mark your own team's answers at the end of the quiz. And then you're going to tell myself and producer Sarah your score and your team name. And then producer Sarah can cross-check your score that you've given us with the answers you've got, and then hopefully we'll get to a winner. Well, don't forget, if you win the quiz, you get introduced into CapCaud's Hall of Fame. We're on week 7, so we've had 6 winning teams so far. All the way from Team 1, Quentin Quarantino, all the way to last week, the Cabal of Bears. Congratulations to you guys for winning last week's quiz. Maybe one of these guys will take top spot again. Who knows? If you're good enough, you can do it. Please don't cheat on the quiz. In the immortal words of your secondary school teachers, the only person you are cheating is yourself, son. Right? So enough about that. So quiz answers aren't the only way that you can get points for your team. You can also take part in our recurring rounds, such as the photo recreation round. So every week I show you guys a photo that I want you to try and recreate with the people in your team or the people that you're at home with, isolated with. So last week I gave you this quite a hard one. There was a lot of backlash on this one because there was far too many moving elements to it. But the people that won the quiz, the Cabal of Bears, actually won for this point with their recreation using this. Now, I'm not saying you need fancy Photoshop to win, because other people in the past have won, haven't they, producer Sarah, without the need of Photoshop. But these guys have smashed it. So the Cabal of Bears got the point and then went to victory from the tiebreaker. So that just goes to show you that these quiz points are all important. So really put some effort in and really get creative with what we've got this week. But also, as well as the photo recreation, you can win another point by giving me your best caption. So I give you an image in which to caption every week, and this week we have this photo. So I want you to send your captions to this photo this week. Send them on our social media profiles that I will flash up in a sec. But your best caption for this photo here, I think it's just taken from a website called Awkward Family Photos. Yeah. Best caption for me, guys. And without further ado, what are you recreating this week? Well, guys, we're still keeping with the Renaissance art, but we've made it a little bit simpler this week. So I want you to recreate this photo. What an angelic scene that is. Try and recreate this photo for me, please. The best one will get a quiz point. So remember, extra quiz point to the best caption and extra quiz point to the best photo recreation. So maximum of 2 extra quiz points up for grabs. As always, please contact us via the social media streams. So on Instagram, it's @CapsQuiz. On Twitter, it's @CapCaud. And on Facebook, if you search CapCaud's Virtual Pub Quiz, you'll get our page that you can like. And if you're going to put out any kind of social media post, please include the @CapsQuiz hashtag. So, producer Sarah, I've rifled through that, haven't I? We're good to go. In which case, guys, charge up. As always, get your drinks ready. CapCaud's Pub Quiz always starts with an unofficial sponsor by Brewdog Punk IPA. I always have a few of these to get me going at the start of a quiz. Spoke to my dad on the phone the other day, and he said that one of his favourite things about the quiz is how he gets to watch his son get blasted on whiskey. But I'll get onto the whiskey shortly, guys. So what I'm going to do is just check I've got nothing else ready to go, and then start the quiz. So get that second device ready to go, and I'm going to post the link to the live survey in which you're going to fill out your answers on a live chat now. My advice is for the survey, whatever device it's on, try not to X out of the application. So don't close the application. It's on either Chrome or Safari or whatever. And try not to close the tab either on your browser. But don't worry, we won't ask you to submit your answers until the end of the quiz. So you can actually click on the link to the online survey whenever you want and just submit your answers as and when, because you should be making a note on a piece of paper anyway, but it's good to keep updating it as it goes along. So, without further ado, let's get that survey link going. Gonna be a good quiz this week, guys. I've had fun writing this one. I've been moving this week, so I had to write it all today, which has been a bit of a rush, but we've made it here anyway. Right, I'm going to post that now and just have a quick look at what you guys have been saying on the live chat and do some quick shout outs. Ian Skelton from the Flu Fighters. Flu Fighters were there last week, weren't they, Sarah? Yeah, the Flu Fighters I think is my fan. Ian, welcome back, hopefully. Mike Coleman, the Nouveau, welcome back, sir. Glenny boy, bless up to you. Let's get that picture of Watts and Wags ready, because Lord knows Claire Doole's going to want to see it. Vicky Clayton looking significantly less red today. Thanks, Vicky. I've tweaked it a little bit so it doesn't make me look as red as I actually am not. I actually have a normal skin tone. It's just this light seems to make me a bit red. Charlie Stevenson, shout out. Of course, it's Neil's birthday. Emily Legg, shout out to you. Dean Field. Quiz on Your Face is in. Love the name. Carolyn Marr, Devon Legg, loads and loads and loads. Loving it. Righty. Oh, Leeds. People are saying Leeds for the Caps Quiz meetup. That sounds good to me. It's my city of living. Right, guys. Shall we get started? I've been blabbering on for 15 minutes. Now let's get going. Big love from Norway. Torges Borge, that's a great name. Welcome to the quiz, and welcome from Norway. If anyone is watching the quiz from any other countries, please let me know. We've had Germany before, we've had America, San Diego, everywhere. So let me know where you are if you're outside the country. But without further ado, let's get started. So, round one is always general knowledge. So round one, question one, sorry, my earpiece is going. So round one, question one, the Channel Islands are in which body of water? Should be an easy one to get you started. So the Channel Islands are in which body of water? You guys tell me for question one. Let's get going with the sound effects nice and early. Oh, let's see what's going on. Alessandro Galone, back from San Diego. Welcome back, sir. I actually did a quiz by Alessandro because he's part of a vineyard in San Diego. Very posh, very posh. But I did a quiz of his and did terrible. I know nothing about wine. I know nothing about any alcohol really, I just know how to drink it. Okay guys, question 2. The online language translator, Babelfish, got the idea for their website name from which work of literature? So the online language translator, Babelfish, got the name of their website from which work of literature? You guys tell me. Babelfish. I used that quite a lot during GCSE German, I think, and like Year 8 French. Before Google Translate, I think it was, wasn't it? It was a bigger one before Google Translate. I'm going to do Neil.
Happy birthday!
Just because I want to use a sound. It's still sunny in San Diego, says Alessandro. Well, it will be. It's Cali, man. Torges Borg, send us a photo on social media. I want to see your face. I want to shout you out. Loving it from Norway. All right, guys. Question 3. In Norse mythology, what is the equivalent of heaven? So in Norse mythology, what is the equivalent of heaven? So where all the good guys go, all the brave guys. So I can hear the royalty-free tunes from now on because I've got my earpiece in. Very professional outfit we're running. If you guys want to listen to these royalty-free tunes, because some of them are bangers, like I'm well chilled listening to these. The playlist is called Royalty-Free Lo-Fi, L-O-F-I, by Chanwook Hwang. Chanwook knows how to curate a royalty-free playlist. The boy knows his free tunes. Do some shout outs after round 2 on the phone. I can feel it buzzing on my iWatch and buzzing on my phone. Send me your shout outs, guys, and get involved on the chat. Let me see what you're saying on the chat. The chat is usually roaring. At the minute it's quiet. Well, actually, producer Sarah tells me that it's usually a little less quiet on the chat during rounds because you guys are so tuned in to the questions. Speaking of which, question 4 of round 1, what is the name of the nearest galaxy to ours? So question 4, what is the name of the nearest galaxy to ours? You OG quizzes out there that have been here for weeks on end, tell me if you're here on the old live chat. I'm talking. I want to see if the Pomdeterinis are in today, because they're good in for top spot. Pomdeterinis have been with us since day 1, and I think they're due a top spot. So I hope you guys do well this week. Emily Legg has got my favourite live chat emoji, which is... oh no, I can't find it. The dab. The dab is timeless, in my opinion. People hate it, but I love the dab. We've been here from day one. I know, Emily, I know you've been here. You and Mike Coleman, the Nouveau, and the Nouvette. Emily is the Nouvette, I imagine. I love you guys, and Mike's written a few rounds for us, which, Mike, if you're a bit bored next week, maybe write us another one, because you always write fire on the quiz questions. And question 5 is, parakeet is a shade of what colour? Parakeet is a shade of what colour? Ah, Punk IPA. Punk IPA. We might start just drinking something a bit light. Now it's summer. I feel like an IPA is a bit heavy for summer. What do you think, producer Sarah? No? Might maybe drink ciders like you do, like flavoured cider. Quite like a Copperberg, something like that. Claire Dooley wants more dabbing. Well, Claire, who am I to deny you your request? Loving it, loving it, loving it. Devon Legg, we're here. OT's all the way. Devon Legg and Zach Field. You guys have always been here. And I feel like the Legg and Field family constantly grow in size when they tune into the quiz. Actually, one of the rounds this week has been written by Zach's dad, Dean. Dean Field, shout out to you. One of your rounds is being featured later. Now let's recap round 1, guys. So question 1, the Channel Islands are in which body of water? Question 2, the online translator Babelfish got the idea for their website from which work of literature? Question 3, in Norse mythology, what is the equivalent of heaven? Question 4, what is the name of the nearest galaxy to ours, the Milky Way? And question 5, a parakeet is a shade of which colour? That was round 1, guys. I feel I am in high spirits today because producer Sarah and I were dancing to Jai Ho by the Pussycat Dolls before the stream. And there's something about that song that really gets the juices flowing for me. Don't look at me like that.
Bad choice of words.
Mike Coleman has asked if anyone's got any round requests. He's not busy. Send them in. Oh, Charlie, bear that comment in mind for one of these later rounds. All right, guys, if you are ready, and I know you've got no choice, we're going to shimmy in to round 2. Now, round 2 is titled Catch Me Out. I'm just going to ask you some riddle-type questions, and you've just got to tell me the right answer. You'll get an idea of what kind of questions they are as I start. So, round 2, Catch Me Out, question 6. If there are 3 apples on the table and you take 2 of them, how many will you have? So if there are 3 apples on the table and you take 2 of them, how many apples will you have? You guys tell me. Punk IPA. Do you know Punk IPA was the first IPA that I ever drank? I used to drink lager until I was like 20. So,
Beer I like.
what's that?
It's the only beer I like.
It's the only beer you like, producer Sarah. It's the first IPA I had, and it's nice. But do you know, I feel a bit like a sellout because a lot of people now are like quite proud of their knowledge of niche cask ales, and I just fancy a Punk IPA. It's a citrusy taste that I love. Question 7, guys. So if you divide 30 by a half and add 10, what have you got? So question 7, if you divide 30 by a half and add 10, what do you have? You guys tell me. Looks like Lord of the Rings or Slipknot are the only requests.
You wouldn't do well on a Lord of the Rings.
I wouldn't do well on a Lord of the Rings. Right, okay, guys, we're in a safe space. I have not seen any of the Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I feel like I want to commit some time to watching it, but I promised my housemate last year. I promised my housemate last year that I would watch them all back to front by the end of 2019. That didn't happen.
You've avoided it like plague.
Question 8, guys. How many months have 28 days? That's how many months have 28 days. I'm going to make a drink. Just quickly, before we do the next question, I'm going to... OG Quizzer and good lifelong friend of mine, Jack Moore, runs an Instagram account called Corner Shop Cocktails, in which he shows you how to make cocktails that you can get with stuff that you get at your local corner shop or offie to get your buzz on during the quarantine. And a couple of weeks back, Maury made us this cocktail, the CapCaud's Old Fashioned. It's an old fashioned with an IPA syrup, and the IPA syrup is always Punk IPA. So it's 100 ml of Punk IPA and 100 grams of sugar melted in a pan. And that's how you make a CapCaud's Old Fashioned. So I'm going to read you the next question as I make one of those because I fancy one. Question 9 is the following, and I need to pop up a little something on the screen for you to see. So, an old man was looking at a photograph of a young man, and somebody asked him who was in the photo, and the man answered as follows. Oh, I've not put it up. Oh, I've done it, producer Sarah. Well, it's not always a professional outfit. Let me read that question again, guys. So, question 9 is, an old man was looking at a photograph of a young man, and somebody asked him who it was. And the old man said, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." So, an old man is looking at a photo of a young man, and someone asks him who it is, and he says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." So you guys tell me. I did have that typed out for you, but I think I missed it. Let me see if I can whack it up now, actually, while you guys have a little think. This is a bit of a tough one to try and remember. We're an ever adapting format, guys. So don't say I don't treat you. Make things easy for you. I've not made it. Alright, apologies guys, just have to do it from memory. Let me say that again. So an old man is looking at a picture of a younger man, and someone asks him who is in the picture, and he says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." So you guys tell me, who is he looking at? Every week we have a little technical hiccup, don't we, producer Sarah? It's not always plain sailing when you're doing everything off free software, is it? It's all for you guys. It is all for you. Loving an old fashioned. It's my jam. Alright guys, question 10. A doctor gives you 3 pills and tells you to take 1 every half hour. How many pills have you taken? I know, so how long has elapsed before you've taken all the pills? So, question 10. A doctor gives you 3 pills and tells you to take 1 every half hour. How long before you've taken all the pills? You guys tell me. Makes you think, these questions do. You've got to think through what you're going to say before you're going to type it. Bit of bitters in there. What whiskey should I go for, producer Sarah?
I thought you were going to put the special edition one in.
Shall I put the special edition one in? So, shout out again. So, every week I always have a bit of cheeky Glenfiddich, and last week Jonathan Driver from William Grant and Sons sent me an email saying that the guys who make Glenfiddich have been watching and they've been enjoying the quiz. So, they sent me a few bottles of whiskey that you guys get to see me enjoy. So, shout out to Jonathan Driver. And thank you to the birthday boy Neil Stevenson who made that call. Very nice of you to do a favour for our humble quiz. But I got this lovely Project X whiskey, which is going into my old fashioned this week. And then let's recap round 2 for you guys. So question 6 was, if there are 3 apples on the table and you take 2, how many will you have? Question 7, divide 30 by a half and add 10. What have you got? Question 8, how many months have 28 days? Question 29, an old man is looking at a photograph of a younger man and someone asks him who is in the photo and he says, brothers and sisters, I have none, but this man's father is my father's son. And question 10, a doctor gives you 3 pills and tells you to take 1 every half hour, and how long before all the pills have been taken? And that's round 2, guys. So, as you know, every second round we take a break of 10 minutes-ish. So producer Sarah will set an alarm for me so we don't go too far over. During this time I get to read out your shout-outs, your captions and your recreations and all things quiz. So, get firing up, get sending me those pictures and I'll have a look now. But how are you guys this week? You enjoying yourselves? Week 7. Week 7. Cheers to you guys. What? Cheers, Maureen. Right, let's have a look what you guys have been saying. As always, you can see what I'm seeing on my phone, should I need you to. Oh, plenty of messages, loving it. Let's go straight to the gram. Got some follow requests I should probably follow through with. Oh, Torges Borg, welcome. And Hannah Robinson, welcome. Let's see what I've got on the old messages. Claire Dool shouts me out in her story because she's an OG and she's amazing. Oh, beautiful set you guys have got. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Shout out to you and Jimmy, I think, playing this week. Anyone in your team, let me know. Who else we got shouting out on the gram? Vicky! See what you got. This one here. Quiz night. Every night for you. So you had you and Ange there, bottomless brunch into a quiz. You guys should be suitably steamboated for this then. I'm expecting big things. Let's get those on the old story so they're a matter of public record. You guys better smash the recreation this week. Johnson's Happy Home. That's the Instagram account run by my sister and my brother-in-law, where they do loads of cool DIY stuff. So if you want to see ideas on how you guys can renovate your homes during quarantine, follow the Johnson's Happy Home on Instagram. You'll see them on my story. Good shout out to Bro and Sis. Quiz night with the Bro. Welcome, guys. Stuck to the couch, I imagine your team name is. What else have we got? Ange Johnson, counterpart to Vicky, sending this photo of them again. Loving it, guys. She got a submission to the caption competition from Ange Johnson. How happy Carol Baskin's husband was before he got fed to the tigers. Oh man, what a great show that is. What a great show. Thanks, Ange. Inkabel caption. He took her jibs. South Park reference for those who don't know. Loving it. It's a strong look. Thanks, Inkabel. Charlie Stevenson. What we got? From Claire Jones in our team, Neil on his 16th birthday. Happy birthday, Neil. Happy birthday. You're a handsome chap. That's you at 16. God knows what you look like now. Esther Moore, welcome back. Loving that. Shout out to Shelley Moore. She's your biggest fan. Shelley. Hey. Good to see you.
Shelley the cat.
Is Shelley the cat, Esther? She's loving it though. Look at that. Is that Shelley? I'm going to say that's Shelley the cat. She's loving it. Thanks, Esther. Torj Borg. Oh yes. Look at my Scandinavian brother. That's great. Oh, I need to trim that, don't I? He looks like Elton John, producer Sarah says. How do you feel about that, Torj? How do you feel about that? I think you're great.
I think it's the funky glasses.
Rocket Man. It's me, the gorgeous Torjus from Norway. I love Torjus. He's great. Leg of Han. Hey, we're newbies. Recommended by Charlie. Happy birthday, Neil. Love the Robinsons. Welcome, Hannah. I presume her name is. Welcome, Hannah, to our humble quiz. Hope you have fun this week. Get involved. Oh, I've got a video from Mike the Nouveau. Shall I just play it and see what happens? Oh, one of those classic Instagram filters. Loving it. Just send me that kind of content. I like it. Message requests. Let's have a look what we got. M. Louise. Another shout out. Caption from Mark Johnson. Presume not my brother's fiance.
Your brother's fiance.
My sister's fiance. Caption. The Milky Bars are on me. I like that one.
Why is Mark been downgraded to fiance?
Did I say fiance? Sorry. I'm trying to focus on the caption, producer. Sorry. My sister's husband. Shout out to you, to Mark Johnson for the caption, and Mark Johnson, my brother-in-law. Let's do a few more. What time are we on, producer Sarah?
We have 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes, halfway through. Plenty. But it's always just there. Kabbalah Bears. Caption. When you look back on old photos when you thought you were cool. That dude is cool, in my opinion. Nothing held back there. Thanks, Kabbalah Bears. Got some message requests. Where did they go? Mike Coleman. The Milky Bars are in me. That's a bit rude, Mike. You've got a reputation now.
What if you just ate them?
That's fair. You could have just eaten them. I got a message request there, but they've gone. I think I've accepted them. All right, guys. That's cleared the gram. Anything on the old Twitter? Nothing. I don't think we've got the Pom Dettorinis this week. I think I've got something on the
No,
old...
we do. Bruce said something.
Oh, did he? I'll have a look in a sec.
You want to know if you were going to down your whiskey?
Am I going to down my whiskey? Bruce? Come on, man.
No, like the tweet.
Oh, like the tweet. Did you guys see my social media today? No questions about that so far. Doug Douglas. Message from Doug Douglas. What a name. Hey dude, Bristol Posse here, extended family of the legs. Welcome Doug and Jackie. We're Bristol, loving the quiz. Thanks Doug Douglas. I love that name, Doug. Doug Douglas. Is that your real name? Right, I think that's it. Where's the survey link? Why is it that every week I have to explain the same thing over and over again to my family's team? Carolyn, the live chat. The quiz link is in the live chat. I will post it again for you. But this is the last time I'm conceding to this. You guys should be quick on this. But I think we're all caught up with the shout outs. Let's have a look on the live chat. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to post that link again for everyone. Where was I before? Vicky Clayton, I'm shooketh. Why? Why is Vicky shooketh?
She hasn't seen Lord of the Rings.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Oh, okay. I do have loads of time now, Devin, so I could watch it in that time. I'm not going to watch the trilogy tomorrow. Oh, I could do. Alright, shall I make it? Right, okay. For you, the quiz family, if enough of you say yes, I will watch one Lord of the Rings film for the next 3 weeks. And I'll give you a short opinion of each film on the quiz. But only if I get 10 people message me yes. There you go. That's how it goes. Right, so I've got to bust some chops here. Torsborg. I thought Torsborg was a genuine Norwegian.
That's that caption.
With the caption.
Yeah, he is.
I've got a message from Dean Field saying I'm Torsborg, by the way.
That's the caption for the fiction.
Torsborg?
No, that was his. I am Torsborg from Norway was the caption he was giving you.
No. Did you see when I was on
He's
Facebook?
in the chat as well.
No, hang on. Oh man, my mind's melting. Look at the screen. Look at your screen.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be a caption.
Oh right. Sorry, I misinterpreted that. No, I'm not reading that one out. We love Torsborg. Torsborg is bae. Where was I? Sorry, live chat. There we were. Hopefully get some right answers on that round. We're going to watch the whole trilogy tomorrow. 80s porn stars. What's that about? Time and done. Right, we need to go back into the rounds, guys. Let me just do a few more shout outs and quickly read through the messages. I've been out today for the first time in 8 weeks. Well, it's good to get some sun, Gilly. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 5 yeses. 10 is nothing. You secretly want to watch it. All right, Devin. I'm going to up it to 50 yeses. If I get 50 yeses, no, 30. If I get 30 yeses, 30 yeses. 80. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Let's get started on round 3. Now, round 3 was written by our own Dean Field. So. Shout out to you, Dean. Thank you for this round. This round is simply groups of animals or collective nouns for animals. So we've had a question like this before in the past. So I'm going to read you out some animals and some options for what you would call a group of that animal. And I want you guys to guess which is which. So, question 11. A group of elephants. Is a group of elephants A, a herd, B, a press, C, a parade, or D, a trumpet? So a group of elephants, is it A, a herd, B, a press, C, a parade, or D, a trumpet? You guys tell me. Multiple choice. If you don't know, you've got a 25% chance of getting the right answer. So don't worry. I just love the tune. I love the royalty-free tunes. I might have them a bit too loud in my ear because it distracts me a bit. Nah. I'm gonna want the headphones in for the next round anyway. Oh you know. Oh you know. Glenn and Liz Roberts, shout out to you guys. Send me a photo of a Watson Wags, please. I need a dose of doggo. Because you've been quiet the past couple of weeks. I want you to come out of the woodwork. want you to entertain me. OG Quizars. Because we all know Glenny Boy is.
My man. My man.
Alright guys, question 12. A group of crows. What is a collective noun for a group of crows? Is it A, a flight, B, a covey, C, a murder, or D, a collection? You guys tell me. So, the collective noun for a group of crows. A, B, C, or D? You guys tell me. Torges Borg, I'm so sorry. I know you're real. I love you, Torges. I really do. I got confused because someone's caption misled me. But Torges, get your friends to send in some photos. I want to see all my Norwegian quizzes. Alessandro from San Diego, let me know if there are any more Americans on this stream. Yeah, we'll go to Norway. So,
Yeah. I was trying to figure out what they were all saying in the chat. Like, what are you reading?
Muddy She Wrote, sorry guys. The issue with the software that I use to write some of the stuff is, for the images, is that it's not got spell check. Murder, not mudder. I was like, Muddy She Wrote, murder on the dance floor. Savage Band, love it. Let's soldier on, shall we? Question 13. A group of rhinoceroses. Is it A, a crash, B, a crush, C, a mass, or D, a spike? So that's a group of rhinoceroses. A, a crash, B, a crush, A, a mass, or D, a spike. I'm feeling at the phone buzz, guys, but please get in soon with those photo recreations. Photo recreation is my favourite round. Well, actually, this week is not my favourite round. One of the later rounds is my favourite. But photo recreation, you guys always pull it out of the bag. You always put it out le sac, dans le sac. Dans le sac. Right, do you know Esther Moore and Jack Moore? Sue Moore. Sue, if you're on the quiz tonight, shout to me. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le sac? French for what is in the bag. Always makes me think of you because you took a French class at primary school where you taught us that song. And Dans le sac always reminds me of Sue Moore. Random tangent. Anyway, question 14, guys. A group of hyenas is called what? Is it A, a cackle, B, a gaggle, C, a giggle, or D, a whoop? Say that quickly 4 times. A, a cackle, B, a gaggle, C, a giggle, D, a whoop. Cackle, gaggle, giggle, whoop. Say it. Say cackle, gaggle, wiggle, whoop. Whoop. Cackle, gaggle, giggle, whoop. Beautiful. What's going on in the chat? Absolute banger. Get it on the royalty-free playlist. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le sac? Do you reckon I could play it? I wonder, it must be on YouTube. I'm going to check. If I can find the video, I'll play it.
You can definitely play 20 seconds of it.
Yeah, I can play it. There can't be a royalty on Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans le sac.
You know what it is?
No, I'm not going to sing it. Dans le sac. Dans le sac versus Scroobius Pip. Dans le sac is actually a song by Scroobius. No, it's a band. Oh, I can't find it. Maury, if you can find a link to that song, could you send it me? I can't do it during the quiz but anyway. Alright guys, question 15. A group of ferrets. is called what? Is it A, a corporation, B, a pack, C, an outfit, or D, a business? So a group of ferrets is called a what? A, a corporation, B, a pack, C, an outfit, and D, a business. Big up Taggart. What's that about? Producer Sarah is excited for the next round, as am I. Right, so let's recap that round, guys. So, I was asking you for the collective nouns of the following animals. So, question 11 was an elephant. A group of elephants is called A, a herd, B, a press, C, a parade, or D, a trumpet. Question 12 was crows. A group of them is called A, a flight, B, a covey, C, a murder, or murder, or D, a collection. Question 13, a group of rhinoceroses. Is it A, a crash, B, a crush, C, a mass, or D, a spike? Question 14, a group of hyenas. Is it A, a cackle, B, a gaggle, C, a giggle, or D, a whoop? Or question 15, ferrets, a group of ferrets. Is it A, a corporation, B, a pack, C, an outfit, or D, a business? You guys tell me. That's the end of round 4.
No,
3, sorry. Esther Moore says, Sue Moore, it's really nice to know you remember the important stuff. So you know what, Sue? Let's get first off here for a sec. All learning is important because it moulds the minds of the youth. There's something I would have taken away from that lesson that would help me in the future. Yeah, come on. All learning is good learning, in my opinion. If it's not, even if you're not learning something useful, all learning is good learning. So shout out to Sue Moore. I'm sure you taught me some other kind of transient important stuff that I don't think about on a daily basis. That's it. Right, guys, it's time for round 4. Producer Sarah and I are so excited for this. So round 4, let me say, warning, round 4 is a music round, and let me tell you that there are some tasty jams on the way. Some tasty jams. So get that TV turned up because you're going to want to listen to these. So round 4 is the mash it up round, okay? So I'm going to turn the royalty-free music off in a sec. So for those of you that are on TikTok, now I know a lot of you are on TikTok and some of you just don't want to admit it, but producer Sarah and I watch TikTok regularly because it's a good source of entertainment. It's no Vine, but it's a good source of entertainment. And there is a guy on TikTok, let me just called @MurphyFam. Now, if you have TikTok, don't do it now, but at some point after quiz, search @MurphyFam. Now, this guy does mashup of songs that you don't think go together. So for round 4, I'm going to play you some of his mashups, and I want you to tell me the 2 songs that he has mashed up in the track that I'm going to play you. So maximum of 2 points for each question, half a point for artist and song title of one song, and half a point for the artist and half a point for the title of the other song. So 2 points altogether, but half a mark each for artist, title, and title. So let me play you some examples of some of his work. So these are songs that you just would not know would go together. So here is one. You tell me what's going on here. Here's a mashup.
Well, now that you know, let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
Ignition by R. Kelly and Let It Go by Dina Menzel. Jam! This is just spread it on toast. What a jam. This is example 2. So this one doesn't necessarily use a proper song, but this is still a jam. So Tipsy by Jay Quan and the Me Channel soundtrack.
One, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody drunk out on the dance floor. Baby girl ass jiggle like she want more. Like she a movie and I ain't even know a tour. Maybe cause she heard that I rhyme hardcore. Or maybe cause
Oh man. Tasty licks, tasty licks. Example 3, this one is for Ryan McBurney. I don't think Ryan's on tonight, but Ryan McBurney and for you, Charlie Stevenson, this is Justin Bieber mixed with Slipknot.
I did my time, and I went out. So if you say I'm fame, it doesn't cut. The soul is nothing.
Oh, Christ. I'm going to put another headphone in because these are some tasty jams. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you a song. For each question, you need to tell me the 2 songs that have been mashed up. So half a point for the first artist and half a point for the first song title, and half a part for the second artist and half a point for the second song title. Okay? Hope you guys are ready. Question 16. Jam incoming.
But Dad, this is the best part. You put your hands up, up in the club, just pop up, I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and like you want a trip, cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, up on me, don't pay him any attention. Just cry my tears, get 3 good years, he's taking that at me. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. If you like
Okay. Oh, what a jam! What a jam! Me and producer Sarah spent like an hour listening to these the other night. Okay, again, question 16. The 2 songs, please.
But Dad, this is the best part. You put your hands up, up in the club, just pop up, I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and like you want a trip, cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, up on me, don't pay him any attention. Just cry my tears, get 3 good years, he's taking that at me. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. If you like
Beautiful. I give everyone permission to dance during this because I've gone out myself. Let's just see how that's hitting on the chat. Had you asked for a bag? Tasty jams. That's brilliant. Loving it. All right, guys. I ain't gonna keep you for long. Question 17. The 2 songs here again. Just a tasty, tasty jam. Where is it? There we go. Question 17.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so.
Oh man, that ends too soon in my opinion. Again, question 17.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so.
Oh man. Oh, the jam, says Devil Egg. Oh man. I'm loving this. I could do this. Next week, I just want to do 30 questions of these. Alright, guys. Oh, calm me down for a bit. Oh, again, just jam after jam. Right, so, next one. What, Mike Coleman, why listen to one song when you can smash 2 as hard as you can together? Do you know what, Mike? I know that's born of an appreciation for these songs, but actually some of these songs are improved by being mashed up. Anyway. Right, okay, question 18, guys. Get ready for a bit of a decade clash. Question 18. question 18. Who knew you needed it? Who knew you needed it? Question 18, one more time. Oh yeah. There's such hard jams. Alright guys, I'm going to build some suspense with some IPA syrup for question 19, because I know after those three you are thirsty for some more jammage, and this one is no different because it's coming in hot. Oh, this one's a good one as well. Are you ready? This is mine and producer Sarah's favourite. You ready? Let's go, question 19. They always end too soon, in my opinion. No bad vibes. So, sorry, De Novo. It's just these tunes that I'm so defensive of them because I love them so much. But question 19 again, I'm going to improvise a dance for this one, I think. You ready? Same as last time. The Murphy found this guy's a legend. There's 60 different tracks on this guy's TikTok. I would say if you're an OG quizzer, don't look at them because I want to do these rounds again in the future because I love this round. But if you're not bothering next week, which I'd be a bit upset if you didn't join us again next week. But let's make a pact as a quiz community not to go on this guy's TikTok. I know I have to shout him out because the dude has made some fire tracks. But let's make a pact not to look at this guy's TikTok. And what we can do is enjoy him. Maybe this could be a weekly thing. I would love this to be a weekly thing. If you guys think that this round should be a weekly thing, just type tunes into the live chat. But let's go for question 20. Question 20 actually, for me, is also a banger. But it's also a very violent clash between different genres. So question 20, are you ready for this one? Because I know you are. Let's go.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down.
Oh man, that one is like so good in my opinion. Right, let's hear question 20 again because I want to hear it again.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down.
This dude knows a lot of his mashups are actually rap songs with Nintendo theme songs, which I ain't mad about, but it's quite niche. Right, do you know what? Because I can feel the love for this round, I'm going to play the examples and then the questions just to really showcase this guy's repertoire. Producer Sarah, do you agree with that? Yeah? Okay. Right, so just remember the examples I gave you. So example 1 was this one.
Well, now there you know. Let it go, let it go. Can't
My dad is definitely not enjoying this round.
let it go.
Jim Cornell's not enjoying himself.
Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say.
Alright, let's just do the questions now, because I realise that there's some of the older generation that won't enjoy this round as much as the millennials will. Alright, question 16 was this one. Tell me what the two songs were. I'm ready. Are you?
But Dad, this is the best part. You put your hands up in the club, just pop up. I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and like you want a trip, 'cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him,
Question 17.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so.
Question 18. It's a good one. Oh no, not the best one actually.
Hey! Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up, dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try no.
Question 19. My second favourite.
Kiss, I know you need it. Do you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine. I got a crazy. Living like a washed up celebrity.
Beautiful. And question 19, probably the biggest banger in my opinion. Sorry, question 20.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down.
Oh, I really want to go through that round again. I'm not going to. What's up?
Is that your phone vibrating?
Yeah, someone was trying to call me.
Insane.
Alright guys, that was round 4. We're going to take another 10-minute break. If you guys want something repeated, one of those songs repeated in the break, I'm not going to say no, because those are some tunes. So, future series set 10 minutes on the clock, so I don't go over. I'll do some shout outs. Let's have a quick look at the live chat after that banger of a round. Oh, these jams. Thanks, Devon. You know this is a bit of me, says Holly. You're damn right. I'd like to dance, Emily. Dance. Get Mike up and dance. I'll play it again. I'll play it again for sure. These are some tasty licks. You're damn right, Mo. I know Maury would appreciate this round. Megan Singleton, favourite round so far. It's mine. It's my favourite round. Really nice to get the link to that TikTok. Well, really nice to get the link to that TikTok. Well, I'll put it up again. But like I said, guys, if you want to come here every week, I want to redo this round again in the future. So let me know if you think we should redo this round. I loved it. Let me get that guy's TikTok up again. At Murphy Fam. This round is ace. Thanks, Claire. Dad, not true, I've got 2 of them. You may have got 2 of them, Dad, but it's not your kind of music, is it? Question 20. You got that again, Ben. This is a wild round. You reckon, Mike? Do you like it, Mike? Let me know. Repeat 18, please. Scott Wiseman. Well, the wise man. I know you're there with Hull. Maybe you want to hear that song again. Let me repeat 18 for you, because Lord knows I want to hear it. Oh no, actually, is it a good one? No, it's not my favourite, but let's go. Question 18.
Hey! Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up, dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't try no.
Tortious Borg, this round has given me life. You're damn right it is, Tortious. You are made of good vibes, that's why. Right, let's do some shout outs, shall we? Before I go for a quick whittle. Right, I've got some on my WhatsApp from some of the inner circle. Emily Spragg called. Who's Emily Spragg? Well, I know who Emily Spragg is, but why did she call me? Emily Spragg, are you on the old? Quiz? Let me know. You did try and call me. That's a bit random. Right, let's see what's going on. Right, nothing on any. Let me just check Facebook. It's all coming through Instagram. I'm telling you. I can hear producer Sarah making herself a G&T. Beautiful. All right. Inkabel caption. Let's get it in. Where is it? That there orange fella promised me a wall. That's very cute. That there orange fella promised me a wall. I like that Ichabod. That's my favourite so far, actually. Bit of Trump in your face there. Caption from Emily Legg, from Carol Legg, her mum. One day I'm going to bleach my hair and get a tan. And hell, be president. We used to say it like that. I was just giggling at that one. One day I'm going to bleach my hair and get a tan. And hell, be president. I quite like that one as well.
I like your dramatic.
Oh, yes.
Yay!
Yeah, we got a photo recreation from Leg of Hand, new to the quiz, coming in hot. So let's remember what we were trying to recreate. We're trying to recreate that, and the Quizantinas have recreated that. So let's see that again one more time. There it is. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, is that what's that a bottle of there? Loving it. Oh, you've gone with the robe. It's all there. All the elements are there. I love it. That is, because that's the first one I've seen, and it's a good shout, that is top spot. So the Quizantinas are gunning for top spot with the photo recreation. Caption, so one of the captions were, if you were worried about Neil at 16, you should... I wonder what it looks like now. So, happy birthday again to Neil. This is what Neil looks like on his birthday. Look at that. Good in for tops for the bougiest biatch from Torges Borg. There, look at that. You're looking very lean, Neil. You're keeping it tight at your age. Don't know what your age is actually. That's probably intentional. Torges Borg has sent a video. Let's just see what happens. Oh, it's the guys from Norway. Loving it. Good to see you guys. Oh, and there he is, the beautiful Torges Borg. Torges Borg, what a legend. Bless up Torges. These are my Norwegian friends. Sorry, but we don't have any flags up. So, well, you know, I don't expect you to.
I've not seen a mullet in so long.
Looks like Emma and Mark have someone helping with the quiz answers today. Love it, love it. Oh, royalty-free tunes. There they are. Sorry, I wonder why I wasn't jamming in my ear. Let's keep going. Caption from Mitch Legg. There's a snake in my boot. And then another caption, why yes dear, I am indeed a cowboy. Why do I keep reading all these out in this southern accent? I don't know why. So Mitch Legg sent me a message and said, I said maybe we should make this round a weekly thing, but Mama Legg says, no Jack, because this is too effing hard. It is to you, but to some of us it's an absolute jam fest.
I bet Devon's getting them, so.
Another shout out to Vicky and Ange, who are jamming out to the the music to one of the rounds is on there. You guys are steamboated from Bottomless Brunch. I'm just providing the tunes for you guys to see out the day. Neil's 58. Neil Stevenson. Neil, you look sensational for 58. Look at that chap. No, day over 30 in my opinion. Right, that is Instagram cleared out. Just Sarah, how long have I got left?
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. I've got time for a wee then. Alright guys, get those photo recreations in please. I'm just going to go for a wee. You know. Alright gang, one more photo recreation that OG Quizzific and had sent in. Well, gone to the commitment with the robe and the wings. And just even put on a fake beard with shaving cream. So you guys get top spot. That's great. Absolutely loving it. You are?
It's not quite as accurate.
I'm sorry, but there's a lot of effort going into this. You are?
Look at the original. It's not quite as accurate.
Producer says, look at the original. Let's see that. Let's see that. That's pretty close. Come on. Look at that. I'm impressed with that. That's got top mark in my opinion so far. Alright guys, let's get cracking, shall we? Alright guys, let's get cracking. So, round 5 is entertainment round. Okay, so let's get settled in. Let's get going. So, question 21 is the return of everyone's favourite question. It is, question 21 is our weekly Buscemi Eyes question. So every week I take a celebrity and I Photoshop the sexiest eyes in the business, Steve Buscemi's, onto their face. And you need guys to tell me what celebrity has been Buscemi-eyed this week. Previous examples include Dame Judi Dench, Margot Robbie, James Corden. Last week was Quentin Tarantino. But this week, who have I Buscemi-eyed here? Who has CapCaud's Buscemi-eyed? You guys tell me. Sexiest eyes in the biz, but who has been Buscemi-eyed here? You guys tell me. Yeah. Question 21. Let that image sink in a bit further, along with my smouldering eyes. Okay. Power down. Okay, question 22 of the entertainment round. The Master Sword is a weapon in which video game franchise? So the Master Sword is a weapon in which video game franchise? You know if you played it, and if you played it, you'll know this now. A few gamers out there. What's that?
I accidentally made myself a dog instead of a seagull.
Question 23. In the Back to the Future franchise, the character of Needles is played by a member of which rock band? So you get 2 marks for question 23. 1 mark for the name of the band and a second mark for the name of the member of the band. So in the Back to the Future franchise, the character of Needles is played by a member of a rock band. You get 1 mark for the name of the member and the second mark for the name of the band. What's up, fly? You chicken?
Wow.
Elizabeth Ike says, caption, Benjamin Button. Does look quite old, doesn't it? Natasha Kabala, can you replay 18 and 19? Oh, no, Natasha, you're too late to the game on that one. Just buffer back. Buffer back. Alright guys, question 24. So, A Game of Thrones was written by George R. Martin, but what year was it published? Was it A, 1990, B, 1993, C, 1996, or D, 1999? So, A Game of Thrones was a book written by George R. R. Martin, but what year was it published? Was it A, 1990, B, 1993, C, 1996, or D, 1999? The cheeky sax on this track. Shout out to the Lo-Fi royalty free. Remember that I want someone to write me a theme song. I would love, absolutely love it if someone wrote a theme song. If you are in any way musically inclined, write me a quiz song to be used in the opening credits, because Lord knows I'd love it. No one wants to take the mantle. Who is willing to spend their quarantine time, step up to the plate, and have their song listened to by however many people are on the stream every week? Alright guys, question 25. What is the name of the knicker factory in Coronation Street? So what is the name of the knicker factory in Coronation Street? The undergarments factory, the knicker factory in Coronation Street, what is it called? I haven't watched Coro in ages.
Never watched.
You've never watched Coronation Street?
I've watched any of them.
Had some dope storylines back in the day. Jim and Linda will know this. Big up the Corrie questions, says Mega Jane.
The Corey questions. The quarantine questions.
So Vicky Clayton says, would like to take this moment to say that Ben Atkinson is a semi-professional singer and I nominate him to produce a theme tune. That theme tune, sing the theme tune. Alright guys, let's recap round 5. So question 21 was our weekly Buscemi question. So who had I Buscemi-eyed in this photo? You guys tell me. Who's been Buscemi-eyed here? Question 22. The Master Sword is a weapon in which gaming franchise? Question 23. In the Back to the Future franchise, the character of Needles is played by a member of a rock band. So I'll give you a mark for the rock band and a mark for the name of the member. Question 24. A Game of Thrones was a book written by George R.R. Martin, but in what year was it published? Was it A, 1999, B, 1993, C, 1996, or D, 1999? And question 5, what is the name of the knicker factory / underwear factory in Coronation Street? You guys tell me, and that's the end of round 5. Hugh Thomas reckons that the name of the knicker factory in Coronation Street is Knickers with Attitude.
Could be.
Do you get the reference? Okay, I'm not going to explain it on the stream because it's a bit tongue-in-cheek. Good band though.
I just got it. I don't know them, but I can work it out from what you said.
Alright guys, let's get into round 6. So round 6 is historically our goofiest round. We like to make it a bit loose. So this round is the thesaurus round. So I have taken the name of famous films and I've put them into a thesaurus, and I've replaced each name in the film, each word in the name of the film, with a synonym from the thesaurus. So here's an example for you guys. So for instance, the film Beautiful Female is actually just a thesaurus and synonyms for pretty woman. So a synonym of pretty is beautiful and a synonym of female is woman. Or maybe timepiece is citrus fruit. So a clockwork is a timepiece and an orange is a citrus fruit. So I'm going to show you a thesaurus renaming of a film and you need to tell me what film it is. So, question 26. Armageddon immediate. So each of these words is a synonym of the original film. So what film am I thesaurusing here with? Armageddon immediate. So what's another way of saying Armageddon? And what's another way of saying immediate? And then you'll get a film. Tell me what that film is. Armageddon immediate. We always innovate here at the quiz. Something different every week. Question 17. What thesaurus renaming is this? Damaged spine, geographical peak. So damaged spine and then geographical peak. Damaged spine, geographical peak. Damaged spine, geographical peak. Start thinking, what's another way of saying damage? What's another way of saying spine? What's another way of saying geographical peak? And you'll get the name of a movie, and I want you to tell me what that movie is. Alright guys, question 28. Mandibles. So mandibles is a synonym of what film? Mandibles. Actually does sound like a normal film though, doesn't it? Mandibles.
I just thought of a film that could be there.
Alright, question 29. Cooking implements maze. So, cooking implements maze is a synonym for what film? Tunes are fresh, piping in the old ear here. Not as good as the tunes from round 4 though. Question 30. What film have I taken the words off and put into a thesaurus here? This is a hard one. Perpetual starlight belongs to the immaculate brain. So question 30, the perpetual starlight belongs to the immaculate brain. Don't worry, Mike, we'll go through it one more time. Alright guys, let's go through that round again. So remember, I've taken the names of some famous films, put each word into a thesaurus and shown you the synonym names. So, question 26 is Armageddon immediate. Question 27. Damaged spine geographical peak. Question 28. Mandibles. Question 29. Cooking implements maze. So cooking implements and maze. And question 30. Perpetual starlight belongs to the immaculate brain. Alright. Well, that's round 6, guys. I'm going to leave that up while we take another 10-minute break for you to finalise all of your answers. Producer Sarah, when do I have to pick my favourite caption and...
8 minutes.
8 minutes? Do we usually 10 and then 5 till the end?
Yeah, but there's no one else sending that much in to see the time of it, so...
Oh, let's see what's going on. In this time I'm going to... So you guys, you've got 10 minutes to send in your photo recreations and the captions. I'm going to get to them now. Caption from Matt Barnforth. Michael E. Webb, class of 95. That's a burn on you, Mike. Looking good though, Mike. Looking good. Oh, speaking of Mike, I got a message from him on Twitter. It was a Photoshop for the Pomdeterinis. So that's what they were trying to recreate. And this is what they sent. Lovely. Mike, that beard is magnificent. Look at that. What do you reckon, producer Sarah? Tie-in? A number 1 tie? You're not convinced?
They've not got the angel robe right, have they?
Producer Sarah says Bruce hasn't got the angel robe right. So it's a good entry, guys, but it's not topped Vicky and Ange.
I like the robe.
Well, I'm overriding you on that one. Right, let's go to Instagram. Mitch Legg says, a theme tune, I am on it, my guy. You better be, my boy. Caption from Charlie Stevenson, saying in a southern accent, I believe that despite everything, God will find me a wife, or at the very least, a horse. I like that one. That's taking top spot for you, my opinion. Caption: Dr. Seuss from Megan Singleton. Dr. Seuss says, "It's a cat in the hat, not a tut in a hat." Very good. I still quite like Charlie's. So that was the. I asked God for a wife and he sent me a horse.
I think I've heard that one.
Photo recreation from Esther Moore. It's got actual wings on this as well, impressive.
How she made that? They picked them.
So Esther Moore has actually made some wings there. That's insane. Well, that's top smart, isn't it? Well done, Esther Moore. Look at that. Where did those wings come from? Did you pre-own those? On the Fosters there, I see. Well done, guys. Well done. Mike Coleman from Hugh in Italy. Why can't Hugh send his own stuff? Oh! Ah, damn it!
Can't hear the
I
sound.
can't hear the sound on that.
Play later.
From that caption from Mike. And from that day on, he was proud to call himself Brickback Malcolm. And that would tickle me, that has. I'm giving Mike the caption competition from that one because that's my favourite so far. Brickback Malcolm, I'm loving it. Mike, can you send me that video again? I need to listen to it. Oh, I can't hear it because it's plugged in.
Yeah, let's do it.
Mike, can you get Hugh to send you the video file? And then if you send it to me on WhatsApp, I'll listen to it on your phone. Very simple. So Mike, WhatsApp me that video that Hugh sent. Looks like Hugh Thomas has attempted a song. What we got from Ange Thompson? Doesn't matter, Ange. I'm afraid Esther Moore takes it. Sue Moore made those wings in 10 minutes.
Definite win.
That's a definite photo recreation win in my opinion. Esther Moore takes it. Caption from Torjus Borg, OG. If God can lead you to it, he can lead you through it. That's good. Very good, Torjus. From Inkabel, caption, they said I could be anything I wanted, so I became my own uncle. I still like Brokeback Malcolm.
Read it again, I missed it because you laughed through it.
From that day on, he was proud to call himself Brokeback Malcolm. Right, this video's come through, so producer, I'm going to send it to you so I can listen to it. Can you press the phone if you see it? Sorry. That is, oh dear. Right, okay. I'll play that. I'll play that on my laptop. Right, so
You can hear it on the feed. to be fair.
let's play that one more time from Hugh Thomas. It's not the best quiz theme I've ever heard, but it's certainly a quiz theme. Wow. That was truly something. How long have we got, producer Sarah, before the break's finished?
You need to pick a caption and a recreation. That's hauntingly beautiful, says Mori.
Harsh judging. Pomnitarini really shafted on that photo recreation round. Well, yeah, well we can all Photoshop Hardly Pint. Sorry. The bar has been set for the theme. Alright, well, the time is up on everything, guys. So, that means that the photo recreation round goes to Esther Moore's team. So, Esther, when we ask you to send your team score in, please add an extra point to your team score. What's that? Oh yeah, Esther, can you send us your team name as well, please? And the best caption goes to, in my opinion, I liked it because of the wordplay, Mike Coleman with, and from that day on, let's get it up. And from that day on, he was proud to call himself Brokeback Malcolm. So Mike, your team get a point for the caption, so please send us your team name, you and Emily and who else is playing, and then we can get going. Right guys, get those answers in the next minute before we close it from now. Get your answers in. So please guys, if you could do me a favour, apparently something happens if I get enough followers on YouTube. So if you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that'd be great. Follow us on Instagram, and please invite your friends and family to join in for our fancy dress special next week. Next week's a fancy dress special, guys. Don't forget. I'll give you a little bit of extra time while I quickly make. Alright guys, captions closing in 15 seconds. Sorry, the quiz submissions. Right, that's it. You done? Only 16 teams this week.
This is a dictatorship, not a democracy, not stop moving.
You said stop moving, what's that?
Look on the chat.
This is a dictatorship. Why? Is he saying that to me?
No, he's saying it to everyone who's questioning your authority.
Okay, let me make something very abundantly clear, guys. The Quizmaster's saying is final. If you don't like it, you can always tune into that guy's quiz stream on a Wednesday night and enjoy that quiz. Very tactical there that was, wasn't it? Right guys, so we get going with the answers. I'm going to shut those quizzes down now. And we're off. Tim Eaton, as much as I really like that caption, you're too late, man. You should have been in quicker. Right, let's get going. Right, let's go with the answers, guys. So get your quiz sheets ready and get ready to mark. Remember, Esther and Mike, you get an extra point, and Mike and Emily, you guys get an extra point. So question 1 of round 1, which was general knowledge. The Channel Islands are in which body of water? Question 1, the answer was the English Channel. Nice and easy one to get you guys started. Question 2 was the online language translator Babelfish got the idea for their website name from which work of literature? It was Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Question 3, in Norse mythology, what is the equivalent of heaven? It is Valhalla. Question 24, what is the name of the nearest galaxy? Sorry, question 4, not 24. What is the name of the nearest galaxy to ours? It is Andromeda. And question 5, parakeet is a shade of which colour? It is green. Question 6. If there are three, round 2 was the catch me out round, and these were all trick questions to get you guys brain juices flowing. So question 6. If there are 3 apples on the table and you take 2 of them, how many will you have? Well, if you've taken 2 apples, you should have 2 apples. So the answer was 2. Question 7. Divide 30 by a half and add 10. What have you got? Well, a half is 0.5. If you times 30 by 0.5, you get 60, and plus 10 is 70. So the answer to question 7 is 70. Question 8. How many months have 28 days? Well, I hate to tell you guys, but all the months have 28 days in them. So the answer to 8 was all of them. If you don't like the answers, guys, and get out of the kitchen. Question 9. An old man was looking at a photograph of a young man, and somebody asked him who he was looking at, and the guy answered, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but this man's father is my father's son." So it was his son. He was looking at a picture of his son. So if this man's father is my father's son, which is him, then he is his son. There you go. Bruce says it depends on whose table it is. That's weak. That's weak sauce. Question 10. A doctor gives you 3 pills and takes you to take 1 every half hour. How long before the pills run out? Well, it is an hour, because you will take 1 straight away, you will take 1 more half an hour later, and 1 more a further half hour later. So that's an hour. Round 3 was the groups of round 3 was the groups of animals round. So question 11, a group of elephants is called a.
You've given the wrong answer tonight.
You what?
You've given the wrong answer tonight.
I've given the wrong answer tonight.
It's him. It's my son, it's him.
Hang on. 1 sec, everyone. No change. So, A herd of a group of elephants is called C, a parade. Move on with your lives, everyone. Question 12. A group of crows is called C, a mudder or a murder. So C was the correct answer. Question 13. A group of rhinoceros is A, a crash. Question 14. A group of hyenas is A, a cackle. And 15. A group of ferrets is D, a business.
Yeah, can be a herd of a parade.
I'll accept herd for... I'll also accept... Did I put a herd in there?
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
no,
I will also accept... Oh,
here it is.
well, I didn't write this round, so I will accept A or C. So Zach Field, Dean Field, thank you for shafting me there. It's A or C. Sorry to Ange Thompson, who has correctly identified that a group of elephants can be a herd or a parade. So you can have either A or C. This is what you get when you outsource questions with people. Apologies, everyone. Apologies. Sorry, Ange, because you're right. A or C on that one. I just trust that people that write answers do it right. Anyway. Right, round 4 was the mash it up round. Let's lift everyone's spirits because I'm a bit upset that was wrong. Right, so of course I played you some absolutely banging tunes and I want you to tell me what the two songs were. So you got half a mark for the first song artist and the first song title. So 1 mark total, half a mark for the second song artist and the second song title, and that's 2. So let's get going with question 16.
But Dad, this is the best part. Now put your hands up. Up in the club, just pop up. I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and like you want a trip, 'cause another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, you up on me. Don't pay him any attention. Just cry my tears, getting free. Good business, ain't being mad at me. If you like it, then you should've put a ring on it. If you like.
So that question was a mashup between Black or White by Michael Jackson and Single Ladies by Beyonce. So you got half a mark for Black or White, half a mark for Michael Jackson, half a mark for Single Ladies, and half a mark for Beyonce. Question 17.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so.
So that was a mashup between Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, of course, and Darude Sandstorm. So half a mark for each of those, half a mark for Rick Astley, half a mark for Never Gonna Give You Up, half a mark for Darude, and half a mark for Sandstorm. Okay, now question 18.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up, dope in the cup, pot. Came from nothing to something.
So, question 18 was a mashup between September by Earth, Wind and Fire, and then Bad and Bougie by Migos. That was a slightly hard one. So, question 19.
Kiss, I know you need it. Do you feel it? Drink the water, drink the wine. I got tired of the crazy. Living like a washed up celebrity.
So that was a mashup between Victorious by Panic at the Disco and Everybody by the Backstreet Boys. And question 20.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down.
So that was a mashup between Kanye West with Gold Digger and Ludwig van Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. So you got half a mark for Gold Digger, half a mark for Kanye West, half a mark for Ludwig van Beethoven, and half a mark for Fifth Symphony. Now, Ludwig van Beethoven is the artist, the Fifth Symphony is the song title.
You can just have Beethoven.
What, for both marks?
No, for the...
Oh, you can just have
The
Beethoven's
artist.
Fifth Symphony, that's fine. Okay, round 5, question 21 is a
Well,
Buscemi
with the
question.
arguments because technically it's the remix of Beethoven, so it's a fifth of Beethoven by Walter Murphy.
Well, if you put Walter Murphy in the Fifth of Beethoven, then you got the answer, didn't you? The Fifth of Beethoven is the answer to the question.
We'll accept either.
We are having an absolute reg on the chat tonight, aren't we? You put, regardless of whether it's Walter Murphy, you put the Fifth of Beethoven, that's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, so why are we having this argument?
It's for the artist, isn't it?
Well, you can have the mark. If you put Beethoven's Fifth, then you got Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. We've just said Beethoven's Fifth. Yeah, I'm alright for you, Sarah. Are we happy with Beethoven? If you put Walter Murphy in the Fifth of
You
Beethoven,
get the full mark anyway.
You get
so
the
it's
full
fine.
mark anyway. Okay. Obviously getting very, very upset about this. Anyway, round 5. So who had I Buscemi-eyed here? Ooh. The answer was Neil Patrick Harris. So Neil Patrick Harris, for those How I Met Your Mother fans, had been Buscemi-eyed there. So the answer to question 21 was Neil Patrick Harris. So question 22, the Master Sword is a weapon in which video game franchise? It was The Legend of Zelda. You will only get a mark for The Legend of Zelda. I will not take Zelda for an answer. It has to be The Legend of Zelda. And I feel like I have to say this on this quiz. The quiz master's answer is final. Is final. Thank you. Question 22. Question 23. In the Back to the Future franchise, the character of Needles is played by a member of which rock band? So you got a point for the Red Hot Chili Peppers and you got a point for Flea. So if you wrote Flea and the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you got both marks. Beautiful. And question 24. A Game of Thrones was a book written by George R. Martin, but it was published in what year? The answer was C, 1996. And question 25. What is the name of the knicker factory in Coronation Street? It is Underworld. I'll just play some tunes. There we go. Okay. Question round 6 was the thesaurus round. So I took the names of some popular films, put each word into a thesaurus, and you had to tell me what the thesaurus option of the name of the film was. So question 26 was Armageddon Immediate. The answer to question 6 was Apocalypse Now. Armageddon Immediate is a thesaurus, a rendition of Apocalypse Now. Question 27. Damaged spine geographical peak was Brokeback Mountain. So damaged, broke, spine, back, and geographical peak mountain. So if you put Brokeback Mountain for question 27, you got the mark. Question 28, mandibles is a thesaurus rewrite of jaws. Question 29, cooking implements maze, that is Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth was the answer to question 29. And question 30. Perpetual starlight belongs to the immaculate brain. It was eternal sunshine of the spotless mind. Eternal sunshine of the spotless mind was question 30. Great film with Jim Carrey. One of his more serious roles. Thanks, Mike. Right. Well, that is your 30 questions. So top up your marks. Esther Moore, make sure your team, the Moores, gets an extra point for your photo recreation. And Mike Coleman, make sure your team gets a mark for your caption. And then I'm going to what I'm going to do now is post the link to the team score survey, in which you are going to put your team name and your score, and then send that to us. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do that, and then producer Sarah is going to look what the winning team is by conferring your mark with your submitted survey. So the link to telling us your team score goes up now while I go for a wee-wee. Yes, I agree, producer Sam. I agree. Alright, get those in, guys. Let's do some shout outs. There's a couple in there. Not many shout outs, just a lot of whinging, it would seem. Thank you, Coops. Big up the rounds this week. Top tier content. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you for the appreciation. Max number of points is 36.
Double check my answers. Maybe we're making this quiz too easy.
You reckon? You reckon we're making the quiz too easy? Certainly making it more controversial, aren't we? Ooh, ooh. Sarah has totted up the answers. We're close to a winner. Really? Oh, that's gonna ruffle some feathers. More so. Right, so we have a winner. And could you believe it? Could you believe it? It would not happen anywhere else, but the winners of this week are the Kabbalah Bears. Congratulations, you guys, with 34.5 out of 36. You guys take top spot again. Congratulations, well done, you guys. Let's do a quick round of applause. Thank you everyone for joining us again this week. Please remember that if you want to join us again next week, that it will be a fancy dress special. So come dressed to impress. There will be a top mark for best single costume and best group costume. As always, we'll have a caption and a recreation round and all the standard quiz that you can think of, and we'll try and raise a bit of money for charity. So please try and invite as many people as you can for next week. The more people we invite, hopefully the more people we'll raise money for. It's a bank holiday special. We'll be in a new studio. So thank you everyone for joining, and send us your love on social media throughout the week. Love you all. You're just saying you can get in the shot as we. You're not going to come get in the shot. Are you upset with everyone because of the answers? Yeah, you're upset with everyone because of the controversy. Doesn't matter, because we love everyone on this quiz. So thank you all for joining us, and see you again next week. Let's play us out with a bit of this.
Wow. Wow.
See you guys. Love you. Bye.
been said